Well, there tonight on Prime Business, the Bank of Ghana reiterates commitment to ensure price stabilization whilst pursuing financial inclusion through various digitization policies.
The fiscal side, as I said earlier on, the government announced a nearly 30% expenditure cut while enhancing revenue mobilization measures to ensure the attainment of the deficit target for 2022.
We have more on these and other business stories coming shortly, but we begin with commodities. I'm Charles Ayitey. This evening, the Bank of Ghana has emphasized its commitment to bring inflation under control to reduce interest rates. Speaking at the CEO Network Summit, Governor of the Central Bank, Dr. Ernest Addison, said his outfit is also committed to moving the whole economy into a digitalized one. According to him, the Central Bank is working tirelessly to partner with the private sector to consolidate the payment ecosystem to aid financial inclusion.
This year's CEO's Network Summit was under the theme, Digital Leadership for a Digital Economy, Leading Digital Business and Government Transformation, a Private-Public Sector CEO Dialogue and Learning. Delivering the keynote address, Dr. Ernest Addison said his outfit is working tirelessly to partner with the private sector to consolidate the payment ecosystem to aid financial inclusion.
On the fiscal side, as I said earlier on, the government announced a nearly 30% expenditure cut while enhancing revenue mobilization measures to ensure the attainment of the deficit target for 2022, as well as the announcement of a syndicated arrangement to help improve the financing of the budget. The monetary policy rate hikes, reversal of the regulatory reliefs, the fiscal measures have all helped to positively impact on the foreign exchange market. And as you're all aware, the local currency has gained some of the first quarter losses. These are positive signals to boost investor confidence in the outlook.
He pledged his commitment to moving the whole economy into digitization.
In keeping with the bank's commitment to digitization of the sector, the ECD project is progressing steadily. Since financial inclusion is one of the objectives, the bank has deemed it necessary to test an offline version of the ECD that can be used for consecutive payments between individuals and merchants where there is no connectivity infrastructure.
Country managing partner for Deloitte Ghana, Daniel Kwejo Owusu, believes that the digitalization agenda is what will move the country's economy forward.
So globally, we did a research about digital leadership. 80% of employees that we spoke to said that they do not have leaders that can drive the digital agenda. That means that only 20% believe that their leaders are ready to drive the agenda. And that is something that we want to look at as we go along. In another research that we did, out of 1,254, 74% of executives said they have the digital strategy. But out of that 74%, only 15% said they have the capabilities and the knowledge to deliver what is required to be digital leaders. That means that it is clear that there's a significant gap when we are talking about digital leadership.
Some participants who spoke to Joy Business were elated about the event, saying that it couldn't have come at a better time.
I think that it is essential. For an economy such as ours, digitalization offers us the opportunity to leapfrog, actually, a lot of the step-by-step processes that other economies have gone through to get to where they are.
Wonderful participation by all the CEOs, and we really look forward to see that the great results will be achieved from there with this get-together. So it will be more interactive sessions, and the most importantly, we should get into the results.
I'm learning a lot as a new Director General of a state-owned institution, and also getting to learn from my colleagues as well, and how important and timely some decisions should be whilst enhancing the corporate image of your institution. I think it's been amazing.
Over 500 CEOs, stakeholders and government officials were in attendance.
Telecoms giant MTN is expected to pay about 1.44 billion cedis in dividends to shareholders from the 16th of June this year. Now, this was after the shareholders at a annual general meeting today approved a final dividend of 85 pesos per share. George Riafi has the rest of the story.
After the company paid an interim dividend of 3 pesos last year due to its sterling financial performance. This will bring together the total dividend that will be paid to 11.5 pesos per share from last year. It is coming after MTN posted 2 billion Ghana cedis in profits after tax for 2021. The dividend payment represents more than 40% increase over what it paid in 2020. The 1.44 billion Ghana cedis total dividend payout represents about 70% of MTN's profits recorded for last year. But could MTN have done more in terms of the payments to shareholders? That's the question I posed to the chief executive of MTN Ghana, Saloma Dadivo, after the annual general meeting.
So it represents over 43% increase from last year or from the year before. And I mean, the way we determine what's adequate in terms of dividend is looking at our cash flow. We also look at our debt covenants and all our obligations to the business to make sure we can still continue to operate with minimal risk in terms of our finances. So for this year, we think 70.6% of our profit after tax is adequate, and that's how we arrived at the 85 pesos that we've given out this time around. The additional localization we've agreed is specific to Ghanaians. And therefore, this process we've embarked on since the IPO is restricted to Ghanaians only. So this entire process is focused on Ghanaians. I think 3 months is about a good timeline to get some confidence in what we're seeing. Basically, what happens is the trends fluctuate a lot at the beginning, and after a while, it starts to stabilize. Once it starts to stabilize, that's when we'll start to have confidence around the observations and what the normalized consumer behavior has ended up being. So at this point, we continue to observe. We're cautious not to rush into decisions, but also not to rush into conclusions until we get to a stage where we have more confidence in what we're seeing.
This year's annual general meeting was done virtually with just a little number of shareholders present at MTN's head office here in Accra. But board chairman Ishmael Yamson noted that the profit posted didn't come easy as a result of the challenging business environment.
In 2021, MTN Ghana recorded strong growth in service revenue and managed its costs prudently, leading to growth in profit after tax of 43.5% year-on-year to 2 billion Ghana cedis. After reviewing the full-year performance of the company in 2021, the board shall be recommending a final dividend of 8.5 pesos on ordinary shares to be approved by shareholders at today's meeting. This is further addition to the interim dividend of 3 pesos per share declared by the board and paid after reviewing the half-year performance of the company. This therefore brings the total dividend for the year, if the resolution is approved today, to 11.5 pesos per share and represents 70.6% of profit after tax and a 43.8% increase in dividend per share payout in 2021 over 2020.
The shareholders of MTN at the annual general meeting also approved 3 special resolutions. These include increasing the number of directors from 12 to 13, approving non-executive directors' fee. They also gave the board approval to increase the number of shares allocated for the employees of MTN from 4.4% to 5% of the total issued shares by the company.
And that'll be it for Prime Business. I'm Charles Ayitey. We have more news on myjoyline.com. In the meantime, Prime Sport comes up next with Oreko Ampofo. Do stay with Joy.